mean, how frustrating was it to have another match postponed on Saturday? I guess the saving grace for us was that it was at home and not another long trip on the road.
I know if it was an away game, wouldn't be ideal. But no, it was a frustrating time for us. Obviously, we prepared right for the game. We had our Friday match prep ready for it. Just a bit disappointing that it was called off. But I mean, I was at home and I could see the rain and the forecast, and it didn't look good. So I think it was a bit touch and go when we were turning up. But yeah, it was decided that it wasn't going to be played. But we got a good session in on Saturday after it got called off. So at least that's the positive that we can take out of it.
What are you expecting from Colchester tomorrow as well? I mean, they're on a 12-match winless run at the moment, quite a few draws. But I mean, with all matches in League Two, nothing's really a given, is it?
I know, yeah. Well, Colchester are going to be a good team, regardless of whether they're coming off the back of a 12 winless streak or whatever it is. Obviously, we played them in the playoffs last season. They've still got players from that team, but we've got to focus on ourselves. And I'm sure that what we've prepared with today, I'm sure we're going to take it again tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be a positive outcome, which I'm sure it will be.
And I mean, how much do you think those past two clashes will come into the game for Colchester? I mean, the playoff semi-final, like you said, and then the 6-1 back in November. I mean, they're obviously, that's something they're going to want to put right, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they'll be fully up for the game. Like every team in the league, every team goes into each game thinking that they can win. The same with us. But they'll be taking it probably game by game, as are we. And I'm sure it'll be two good teams going head to head tomorrow. And I think we're looking good for the win, and hopefully we'll get it.
And back to Saturday as well. I believe it wasn't a wasted day for you guys. Did you go straight to training after the game was called off?
Yeah, so obviously the gaffer, Matty, had a little talk with the refs, and then they called it off. Then he came into the change room, and we headed back to the training ground, got a good hour session in. But it was definitely better getting the session in than just going home. We need to carry on, get some work in the legs, and and it set us right up for Tuesday.
Personally, you've had it quite challenging the last kind of few weeks. Yeah. You a victim of circumstance, really. I mean, Paul came off early against Morecambe because Matt wanted to change the shape, and then going down to 9 at Newport meant you had to make way as well. I mean, how do you deal with that kind of thing? Does that just spur you on to keep?
Yeah. It has been a bit of a tough gig recently, but I mean, when we had a man sent off, we got he's not going to take Ryan or MJ off because they've been prolific scorers for us, and they've been great for us. I was the man to get sacrificed. It's not nice seeing your name go up on the board. It was so early on in the game, thinking, and like before the game, you're going into the game thinking like, this is going to be my chance. I need to take it. But at the end of the day, with Newport, I thought the boys are excellent. Even when we were down to 9 men, we came away from the game thinking a bit disappointed that we didn't get the 3 points. But yeah, a bit of a tough gig with coming off early. But it definitely spurs me on, and hopefully I can make things right and impact the game with the time that I do get.
And what did Matt say to you after those as well, when you spoke to him?
To be fair, he spoke to me once or twice, just said, just keep your head down, don't look too much into it, which you can't really. You can't let that affect your game, otherwise you're going to have a career. Your career is going to be ups and downs. You can't let the downs get too much into your football, but it's just purely onto the next. It happened. It's happened now. Let's just think about the next, and hopefully we can do the job tomorrow night.
I mean, you're at a club where you're always going to be given opportunities, aren't you? I mean, I think Matt said it was 5 academy graduates started against Newport and 5 on the bench. I mean, how good is it for you to be playing with all these guys that you've sort of been growing up with?
Yeah, it's great. I think I spoke about it in previous interviews. It's really great knowing that you've either got Joel or Jack Sparks on the left, and they just know what you're going to do, or Josh Key down the right. It's great because when they get the ball out wide, they know when the ball's going to be coming into the box. You make these links as you go through the academy with them, and it's almost as if it's a really close knit group now, because obviously there's quite a few of us academy boys pushing for starts and starting and playing, and it's made the group really close knit. But yeah, and the academy's had a great impact on the team at the moment. I feel like all the boys are doing so well, and hopefully we can just carry it on.
I mean, and with Ryan suspended for the next 3 matches, I mean, it gives you the perfect opportunity to come in and show exactly what you can offer. How much are you looking forward to that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Ryan's a great player. He does a lot of work that goes unseen. He's a great player. But yeah, the opportunities come. It is a positive for me. And I'm hoping that obviously Matty puts his faith in me and plays me, and then I can show everyone what I can do. But yeah, really looking forward to the next 3 games. Is it 3 games that he's suspended? Yeah, next 3 games. See what comes. Foremost, hopefully we can get the 3 points, and then obviously the performances will follow.
And with games coming thick and fast every few days, I guess it's a good opportunity to show what you can do and say, let me keep my place.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting. The games come so thick and fast, like you said. You can score 1 goal, and then the next game you can score 2 goals or like 3 goals. They just come so quick, and and it's a good thing. Even if there's a negative bit of performance that you've done on the Saturday, you can get it out of your system ready for the Tuesday and put things right. So it's there are a lot of positives for these games, but obviously there's a few negatives with the big clump of games that are quite tiring for the boys.